What a night. Guess it's time to start school.
Do. Welcome, Grant. Don't type that password. Use your finger.
Thanks, Touch Bar. You sure saved me time.
I know. Where do you want to go to today?
Oh, the Touch Bar. That's it. Okay, new window.
I thought you wanted that. Do you want Google, or YouTube, or Studio, or even buy something off of my store?
Let's do Google. I want to save some money today. What class should I start with today? Let's start with science. That's fun.
Grant, wait. You don't need a text size. You need bold, not italic.
Okay, Touch Bar. I'll do bold. That info is very important.
Told you so. Okay, Grant, I got a good one for you. Your teacher would really want to see an emoji on this paper, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she would. Alright, which one do I want to pick? There are just so many.
Well, you are talking about water, so pick water. Wait, your indention is wrong.
What? I don't need indention there.
Yes, you do. Just put it.
Fine. I'll put indention.
Pick this one. See, it makes everything look a lot nicer. Slap Grant on the wrist.
Ow!
You put the wrong word, silly. You need sank instead of sunk.
Fine, I'll put that. But don't slap me again. Let's keep it rated G here.
Want to start a new project? Click here.
Yes, I do. Thanks, Touch Bar.
You're welcome.
What's that keyboard shortcut for slicing? I just can never remember.
You don't need a keyboard for this. Just use me.
Whoa! That was so quick. I just love you, Touch Bar.
I know, but hurry up. You need to get your stuff done faster.
Okay, fine.
Come on. You can't see that color. Pick another one.
What? I can see it just fine. Okay, what about black?
No.
Is that good?
No.
What about blue?
No.
What about red?
No.
Orange?
No.
Purple?
No.
Yellow?
Definitely not.
Which one have I not said? Green?
Yes. That's it.
Well, I guess green does look pretty good.
I knew you could do it. Hoops, you clicked me. Do you want to learn more about Apple trying to go green by 2030?
No, right now. I'll look at it later.
Okay, finding more about Apple going green by 2030.
I said no, right now. Ooh. Now, this is pretty cool.
I knew it would be. You need another tab open for more info.
Well, I guess.
Click this.
Sure. I just love this information. It's so cool how Apple's going green by 2030. Carbon neutral.
You need rest.
Oh my gosh. It's already 12:30. I was supposed to get the project done for editing. I'm never gonna get this finished.
I have been your friend all day. Click my power button.
I love you, Touch Bar. I guess I need to go to bed. What's up, guys? Samuelites coming at you with another video. In today's video, welcome to Grant's Info Stop. So, I hope you love that intro that I created and I had a blast making it. If you couldn't tell, I'm in love with the Touch Bar. But a news article from CNN News says that the Apple Touch Bar could be eliminated from the newest MacBooks coming sometime this year. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to use the Touch Bar, editing in Final Cut Pro with the Touch Bar, opening and accessing the function keys, and using the Touch Bar for students. On this channel, I make videos about tips and tricks for Apple products, the latest Apple buzz, and give site reviews all inside of Grant's Info Stop. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe so you do not miss any of my upcoming videos. Want to learn about anything Apple? Then come on down to Grant's Info Stop. Get the 411 on iPods and iPhones and iPads. Get to talk on all new items like MacBooks and AirPods and pencils and cases. You can get information on anything starting with an I. You can one click or two click or even three. Snap a pic and say whoopee. So let me go to my demonstration table so I can show you my first tip and trick about the Touch Bar. So for my first tip and trick, I'm going to show you how you can change the layout of the Touch Bar. Many concerns came out about the Touch Bar not being convenient or good, but I'm going to prove that wrong. And here's why. So if I go to my settings application, you go here to keyboard, and then go down to customize control strip. So if you did not like the default set of controls, then you can just click and drag it into the Touch Bar. But if you want to go back to what it was originally, then all you have to do is click and drag the default set and everything is back to normal. So for part 2 of changing the layout of the Touch Bar, I'm going to show you how you can change the Touch Bar inside of a separate application instead of the settings. And so all you have to do is go to View, go down to Customize Touch Bar, click that, and it is the same as how you did it in the settings application. So this is one of my favorite tips and tricks about the touch bar. It makes it super versatile and it really fits more than you think. And this just creates endless possibilities for what you want your touch bar to look like. So for my second tip and trick, I'm going to show you how you can edit in Final Cut Pro X with the touch bar. Here we go. So we're going to start on the left-hand side, and if you see, there is an arrow right here. And so if you know, going up here is this little arrow as well, and you can go down to like the blade tool, or you could click the letter B on your keyboard. But if we wanted to use the touch bar, all we would have to do is click the arrow and then go to the blade tool, and then it just opens up the blade for us to use. All these are just simple ways that you can edit faster. So next we have a volume control. If we click that, and that's going to control our audio for this one clip that we have selected. So right here, there is a slider, and you can change the volume of the track, and you should be able to see that it's moving right there. So then right on the two sides of it, we have like a volume ramping. So if you wanted to make a smooth transition of the audio to make it more cohesive and smooth, then all you would have to do is click that little button, whatever one that you want, and you can just take them away if you don't really like them after you use them. So let me show you a really cool like separate tip and trick about how these side rampings work. And so if you click the volume ramping for one of them, and then there's like this little dot, and these two arrows will come up, and it says fade audio in if you keep your cursor there. So if you double click, there's this little menu that comes up with linear, an S curve, a 3 decibels, or -3 decibels. Okay, let's move over to the trim section. So the first one is the trim tool, and if we click that, then it's just going to trim it from the beginning. And so on the side of it, to the right, there is a trim start tool. And all this does is it pretty much does the other, like the other one, and it trims it from your point to the start. So if we have this little line, and then just deletes that, and then on the right of that is the trim end, and it pretty much does the exact same thing as the trim start. It just goes from that point to the end, and just click that. All right, so on the side of that one, I didn't even really know what this was until I was making this video, and I figured out what it was because I never use it. So if you have this point selected in your clip, and if you click this button, all this does is it gives you a tiny preview of the section that you just edited. To the right of that is our last section on the first page. So if you click that button, it just shows you a range of how much you can see on the timeline. So right now you can only see this tiny section, and if I drag it out some more, I can see more of my timeline. All right, for the next section of the editing, so if we go to the title, I create my own titles in Motion, and that's where I made these little graphics right here. And I did this all by hand in Apple Motion. But I also created this one, which it's the moving one that you see when I'm talking about the next tip and trick, just like this. What a night. Then it zooms in and zooms out, and it blurs it a tiny bit. There was one that Apple created, and it made the whole clip look very desaturated, and I didn't really like it. So I took the challenge and I made one. So if we click on the title, it pops up some more touch bar controls. So when I click the title, it comes up with how I want the text to be. So if I want it bold, italicized, in the middle, on the side, on the other side, with an outline, the face, a glow, or if I go to the next section, I can choose the font size. Then we have the 3D effect. And so next you have your color bars. But you can also click this little button right there, and you can change what type of color bar you would like. So you can create your own swatches, HSB, CMYK, RGB, or grayscale, or how I've been doing it is just simple. But I think this really opens up a lot of opportunities for your touch bar controls. I absolutely love editing with the touch bar, and it really speeds up your process. And once you're really good at it, it can be a game changer. I've been doing this ever since I got the MacBook Pro with the M1 chip in it, and it really has changed my life. With using Sidecar as a tool on my computer, it has made my life so much easier. So for my third tip and trick, I'm going to be talking about how to enable the function buttons on the touch bar. So when the MacBook first came out with the touch bar, many people came out and were like, why are there no function buttons? And there are actually function buttons. So all you have to do is you click the function key at the bottom of the keyboard, and then right there is all your function buttons 1 through 12. And so they just magically appear on the touch bar, and then you have all the function buttons that you need. I don't ever even use the function buttons, and I don't even really know what any of them do, but I do know that there are some people that use the function buttons and they find it kind of frustrating that there are no function buttons, but I don't really see there being much of a problem. So for my fourth tip and trick, I'm going to be talking about how to use the touch bar for students. So just like what I said in last week's video about using Sidecar for the MacBook and iPad, click right up here to watch that video right after this one, you can use the touch bar on the iPad. Just like what I said, I don't really use this on the iPad all that much just because I like to have a clean slate. For my work session, I like to have the iPad sitting right here and the MacBook sitting right here. So I have the MacBook keyboard right at my fingertips. So I don't really need to use the touch bar on the iPad. So a way that I have been using the touch bar as a student is that if you have an essay or you have a paper and you know that your touch bar has all the necessary tools for you to write the paper, then all you really have to do is know what you're going to talk about. Because if your touch bar has like all the necessary tools to change the color, to make indentation, to really do anything like making it bold or italicized, many different applications have their own ways that they want their users to use the touch bar. And so they have created different things for their users to use. So each application can be tailored sometimes to that specific application. So another way that I have been using the touch bar as a student is if you are making a project and you are having to create a keynote, you're having to create a pages document or a poster, anything like that, then you can use the touch bar to create that project. Your touch bar will include the colors to change the text, to make it bold or italicized, or just any other thing that that application has offered to the user. And the last way that I've used the touch bar is if I'm creating a movie, and just like I said in the past few tips and tricks about editing in Final Cut Pro, I can use the touch bar, and it includes a few different little tools to make those edits. It is a very handy tool, and it includes anything that you really need. But besides that, the touch bar is super easy to use, and once you get the hang of it, it comes flawlessly. But the touch bar does have some of its pluses and minuses, and some reports have come out about the touch bar not working for some reason on some people's MacBooks after a while, but you can get Apple Care for that. So if you enjoyed this video, then click right here to watch another video just like this, and click right here to watch another one of my awesome videos. And have you subscribed yet? Then click right here, and don't forget to ring that bell so you can be notified about any video that I create. Thanks for stopping in.